What is going on, Facebook? So we're at day 14, and you saw my video just posted up about day 11, 12, and 13. A little bit of a lull there, like I mentioned in the post, but we're back in action. I actually was when I went out to the cabin to get that recharge, my phone was dataless, so it stopped getting data, and it was actually like 2 or 3 days without internet, which, you know, when you're in the business world, can be torturous in one sense, but super nice. I'm looking for a better word, but it can be very relaxing on another end. So not having my phone on one side was awesome, but not having my phone data, I should say, on another end was kind of stressful. You know, when you got emails and you got things you got to do. But you know, you got to take it as it is, one day at a time. So we're back day 14, and what I want to touch on today is we actually had a lead. I thought I was going to lock it down today, and then a good quick tip is always do your research with the city on a property before you buy it. So you're going to do a title search, and you're going to see, you know, if there's any instruments against the property. And when I say instruments, you know, there could be caveats. There could be, you know, like a mortgage is an instrument, right? It's a loan, so they're loaning you money to purchase that property. So that's a mortgage is on the property. They got to pay that out if someone wants to put a lien on the property. That's another instrument, a caveat. So in this particular property, there was a caveat on the property where the city was putting in an order of compliance. Basically, this house was really nice to the naked eye, and, you know, walking through it, not much needed to be done at all, but the seller was super motivated. And you know, that's what we look for as investors, is, you know, people who need to sell their property because we have capital and we can make decisions quickly. So that's the convenience and service we bring to the table. But in this situation, my gut feeling was just a little off, and I didn't understand, because sometimes in these situations you walk in and the house needs a lot of work. I mean, the house is just, you know, it's in shambles. But this situation, things just weren't lining up. You know, not a lot was owed on the mortgage. So I was like, okay, you don't need to really sell. But the seller themselves was just in a panic, just was giving me a really weird vibe. And I kept doing digging and digging, got a hold of the city, which you should always do, regardless. But seeing the caveat on title, called the city, found out that this monster addition, this guy built a monster addition on the property, and it had no permits pulled. So no permits were pulled. So the city put an order of compliance. They needed to come in and inspect the property. And basically, when that happens, you know, you're looking to open a can of worms, or the risk that you're going to be taking on that is just, you know, it better be worth the reward. So I came up with my new number that would make it worth the reward, or worth the risk, sorry. And unfortunately, it just didn't work out. I had to walk away from the opportunity because of the unknowns, right? I mean, when you're dealing with something like that, the city's going to come in, they're going to want to take everything down, right to the studs. Start with the foundation, really. What did you pour this this addition on? How is it framed? Are the headers correct? Is the load bearer beam, is that correct? Was the electrical done right? Was the plumbing done correctly, right? So it goes through all phases, a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of unknowns. So had to walk away on that one. Anyway, day 14. Haven't secured one lead yet. I got a couple under contract right now, but security, as far as, you know, we're making moves and we can start planning to do the project, almost halfway. Not getting nervous over here though. Just keep up the consistency. But we are shipping out a direct mail, And that is what this video is going to be kind of about. I know we're running a little long right now, but we got time. If you got time to watch, stay around. If not, I guess you're not gonna. But anyway, direct mail. So what we're doing, and we're switching things up a little bit, and I'm going to tell you my secrets, these sacred secrets. But we're going to be going week to week instead of on a monthly basis now. And the reason we're doing that, if any of you have experience with direct mail, sending out letters, if you do it once a month, you just get bombarded. There's this like 2 to 5 day period where you just get hammered on that phone, and the phone's just like boom, 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 just ringing off the hook, and your schedule gets crammed. You got to set up showings, you got to put everything else on hold, put the brakes on in one area to put the gas on in another area, and it's just not efficient. So I figured out week to week keeps it consistent, so the phone's not getting blown up in a matter of 2 or 5 days. It's just consistently doing its thing. So sending out more letters this week, keeping that rolling, and yeah, that's a little tip. If you're experiencing any troubles with that, or you want to set up a direct mail campaign, I would do week to week. It makes more sense to myself. But anyway, day 14, just checking in, just letting you know what's up on this end of the thing, or on this end of the challenge, and what's going on at Go Get It Real Estate. Anyway, you take care. Have a great Tuesday. It's already Tuesday. That's crazy because it was a long weekend. But take care. Till tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.